Hello, all my crafty friends. Welcome to my stamp studio. So today is day 2 of our farmers market. Hope you're excited for the project today. We're going to be making a notepad and pen holder. I know it's like, oh, we're going to do that out of paper. Yes and no. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm not going to show you the finished project. We're going to do it as we go. So I'm going to be using the little bit festive. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it. It is in our mini catalog. It's a little bit festive 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper. Now, why is it special? Well, it has some really cool paper in it. Oh, that's my little note. But then it has these they're not stickers. They're just die cut items that you can use to make cards, scrapbook pages, whatever you want. And there's this sheet. So we've got another piece of 12 by 12, little trees, triangles, and then some red on the back. I'm just going to pick this up because I don't want it to all fall off of there. And then we have another sheet with really cute things on it. I actually will be doing a class with some cards, making cards out of here. So look forward to that. So here we go. And then there's another sheet here. Just kind of out of some frames, picture frames. And then we have another piece of designer series paper. So I'm just going to leave this one here. Now I did actually, for this project, I looked at this frame right here and I popped out the inside. So this is the piece that we'll be using. We'll be stamping on this piece. I also went ahead and popped out another item. I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, grab your designer series paper, pick anything out. And I decided to use this little truck. Now, eventually, I won't have those trucks, but hey, I have the trucking along bundle, so I can make more trucks as I want. So we'll be having that right there. And then I'm going to decide what designer series paper I want to use. So let's see, do I like that? I really am digging this one. So I feel like I want to use this one. I just really do. All right. The next thing we'll need is some sort of greeting set. So I chose the greetings this season, partially because I want to also make tags. And I love the tags that actually come with this stamp set. So we're going to be using this stamp set. I also have a bunch of RSVP pens. Now these pens are great. They're a little bit more expensive, hey, but well worth it because we're going to decorate the inside of the pen. And I found these to be the easiest ones to do. And then the next thing we'll need is a Post-it notepad. Now I just happen to have this Granny Apple green one. I thought would be really fun with this. And here is my pen. So I'm just going to move this pile out of the way. And now I've taken a CD case. So Stampin' Up! Sells these stamp cases here. They come, I believe, 4 to a pack. So I've just taken one of them out. And this is what we're going to be using to hold our notepad and our pen. It's a great little gift set. Someone can throw this in their purse, leave it on their desk. They always have their notepad and pen. And the best part is they can replace this when it's all used up. All right, so we'll put this aside for the moment. We're going to come back to it because we're going to be trimming down our paper here. So let me get out my trimmer. We'll put these aside. Now decide which way your paper is going to go. I know that my notepad is going this way, so I want to make sure when I'm cutting this, I'm cutting this at the 7 and the 7-inch. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to cut this at 7 inches. So I've got my handy dandy trimmer here. I'm going to extend out that arm. Let's just move some of these stamp pads out of the way here. I had some other work I was doing, so we'll just move that out of the way so I can slide up my trimmer. So I've extended my arm out, so I'm just going right to 7 inches. Right. This way I'm not wasting my paper. I'll have it for another card. And now I want to turn this, and I'm going to cut this at 10 and 11/16. I know, it sounds scary, right? But if you actually go to your 10-inch mark here, let's just flip this around so I can show you, okay? So we're going, let's zoom in, if I can. zoom in for just a moment here. All right, that looks good. All right, so here's my 10 3/4 right here. So what I'm gonna do is just move my paper back just a scooch. So now we're at 11/16. So now I'll just trim that down. We're gonna zoom back out here. Oh, that's zooming in. Okay. Hard part is almost done. I do need actually this piece here. I need to cut this at 3.5 inches. All right. So I have two pieces at 3.5 inches. I can actually do 2 pens. Now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut it to 3/4 inch. So you need a piece that is 3 by 3/4 inch. We might as well work with this piece right away. We'll move those off to the side here. Now I'm going to bring in my pen. I'm going to take my pen apart. So this one unscrews at the top. I need this part of the pen. Why? Because I need to actually roll my paper here. So I'm just pressing my paper, my edge, right around the barrel there. And I'm just going to keep rolling it. And I just want to keep rolling. It's a little hard. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, but you know what? It's not bad. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. It's only probably about a 3. It's just because the paper can get kind of hard to work with. So just want to make sure that you're curling it. The whole reason I'm doing this is so that I can eventually roll this up and fit it in the tube of my pen. And I want to fit it small enough so I can slide it all the way in. If you just do, you know, just round it a little bit, this will not roll really well and slide into your barrel. So I'm just going to take this other side, and again, I'm working on paper pretty good, kind of just trying to get it a little less stiff here, kind of pressing it along there. Okay. Now, once I feel that I've gotten it kind of rolled enough here, again, I want to have this kind of tight. All right. And now I'm going to just slide this into the barrel of my pen. Right, just push it all the way down. There we go. Now I've got a decorative pen, and I can slide this back in. I can screw back on the top. Maybe. There we go. Put my cap back on, and now I have a very decorative pen. Just that added little touch. That's all it is. I'm going to take my CD case here. And let me try to zoom out just a little bit more because I feel like you're not seeing the whole. There we go. All right, I'm going to slide this in. Being mindful which direction I'm sliding my paper in. Okay. I want to be careful. I don't want to rip that plastic there. So there's that little plastic protective sheet and then the case. And then I can just kind of just easily slide that in. Just kind of work its way in. You want the paper to be at the bottom of that sheet of plastic here. Now, I didn't score it. I didn't do anything else. And I'm just wrapping that shut now. Okay? Just like that. Now, if you put your paper in upside down, you can always flip your case over. So, all right. So now I need to be decorating the front. I'm going to actually do it right on the front instead of inside. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to bring in my stamps. And I've decided I'm going to stamp. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And we're going to use our Misty Moonlight, which is one of the coordinating colors in that card, in that designer series paper. It is actually a new stamp pad, so we'll see how it behaves. Because usually they're really, really juicy when they're brand new. Okay, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And I'm going to stamp that right in the middle here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my garden green. And I'm going to grab one of my blending brushes. Now I could easily use a dauber. I just don't happen to have one handy. So I'm just going to pull in one of my greens here. I don't know if that's really green. This one is. Do I have a brush for every color? No, but I have several. All right, so I've got my little cheat sheet there I was using for something else. And now I'm just brushing some of that, and I'm just going to go lightly around my edges. Just because I felt the white was almost too bright. So just taking my time. It's kind of relaxing to do. And put as much or as little on as you want. All right. Remember, it's easier to start light and go back and add. All right. So I have this. I have my car here. All right. And let's see what else I have in this little thing here. Let's pull these back in. All right, I have a couple trees. Let's see how those trees will look, because this one's has a tree right there. So they could use this as a holiday notebook. You know, I like to keep a place for my receipts and, you know, the gifts that I buy, because sometimes I forget. I start early, and sometimes I forget which ones I have. All right, so I do like that. Nice and easy. I'm going to go ahead and just adhere this right to the front, and then I'll pop these other pieces up. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my Seal Plus here. And I want to make sure that I'm actually getting enough that this is going to stay on. I don't want it to fall off. After all, I've done all this work to make this pretty. And before I lay it on again, I just want to kind of layer where my trees and my truck is going here, just so I know where to place it. Okay, that looks good. All right, give it a little press there. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and add some dimensionals to our truck. And, you know, I think I'm going to add my dimensionals to my trees first, because I'm going to have my tree popped up here. And maybe we'll just tuck that one in the back. And then we'll have this one right here. All right. So now that my truck is going to be popped up, I may have to use 2 dimensionals. We'll see. And I do want to give this enough support so it doesn't get all wonky in the front. Now, if someone was going to place this inside their purse or something, I would probably tuck that in on the inside. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and just have it on the outside. All right. So peel all these off. All right, now I want to have my tree ready here. So maybe I'll do that. Kind of gotta see where my truck is gonna go. All right. So if I put my truck right here, I can have this tree put on. We're almost actually done. This is a very quick project to do. You can do multiples. This is one of the reasons I do like to do this for a craft fair, because it's easy to do. And while it's, you know, not super cheap, because the pens do cost a little bit. Oh, I didn't want to put dimensionals on that. I'm just going to put liquid glue here. Maybe. Okay, here's my liquid glue. What was I going with? Oh, yeah, because the pens are a little bit more costly. I mean, if you find other pens that you can easily roll that paper in, feel free. Those are my favorite ones to use when I'm doing something like this. All right, so I just need to slide my tree in here. It's not really cooperating. Okay, so now I've got my tree, my truck, and I feel like I just need a few embellishments here. So let's go ahead and grab something fun. We're going to use, if we'll use those, or though, I do have, you know, we're going to use the blue, the Misty Moonlight dots here. All right, so let's go ahead and grab my other, where's my other take a pick tool? Here it is, my little putty tool. And I could add green, or I could add blue, or whichever ones I feel. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Oh, maybe I'm going to take that one. It's sticking to everything but what I want it to stick to. Okay, come on. All right, my putty end has lost its putty. I think that's the problem. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put one right here. And I think I'll take a little one and put it up here, here. I'm just going to randomly throw some of these on there. A lighter one right here. And we'll put another one maybe right here. And we'll add one more for grins and giggles. If I can get it off my finger. And we'll add this one right over here. Okay, so there we go. So there's our outside. And now all I have to do is open it up and look at what kind of fun we have on the inside. Now I want to do something a little bit more than just throwing my Post-it note tape in here. I mean my Post-it note pile here. So I'm going to put this right here. And it's just sticking by that last Post-it note. I've got my pen right here. If I wanted to make sure it would stay in place, I could add a glue dot or a glue strip. I'm just going to put it in there because that way when they need to use it, it's there. It shouldn't fall out because it's on the inside of the case. But let's go ahead and add a little bit more to this. So what we're going to do here, okay, so now I have a couple different tags already die cut from our Greetings of the Season dies. So these are the dies right here. I just have those cut. But now I can't just leave them in there. They'll fall all over the place, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little pocket. So I have a piece of Misty Moonlight, and this is cut at 3 inches by 5. I have that scrap piece that I had before. I'm just going to layer it on here. I just want to kind of tie in the front to the back. So I'm just going to run this strip right down here. And we can want a piece over here. All right. And we'll just slide it on here. And then just that extra piece I can either fold over or trim off. I'm just going to grab my snips here and trim it. All right. So when we're doing craft fairs, we always want to have things that look nice, but yet don't take you millions of hours to do. Because if you invest all that time and effort into, you know, making something that's going to take you hours, you're not going to get the price that it's really worth. Okay, don't discount your time. So usually what I do to price my things is, oh, that was bad. I will take the cost of my supplies and double it, and maybe add a couple extra dollars. So I mean, your time, if it's taking you an hour to do a project, your time's worth at least $5 an hour, right? So give yourself, you know, some credit. You are worth charging. So like I wouldn't sell this for like $2. I mean, my cases, my pens, everything else like that, they cost more. And yes, I have to buy multiples. So what I do is I just take the cost of that, and then I'm going to do my bottom side here too. Make sure that this is my bottom. I take, so let's say there's 12 pens in my package I bought. So let's say it was $12 for 12 pens. Okay, easy math. It's $1 a card, right? Or $1 a pen. If you want to add your tax in there, you can. If you want to do your whole amount, what I tend to do too, even if I get something on sale, I do not do it by the sale price. I do it by the original price because sometimes you don't get something on sale. All right, so I'm just going to slide this in here, and I want this pocket, I don't want to be seen from the outside, so I just want to make sure I'm only going to that bottom there. So you'll see a little of the striped paper underneath. That's fine. All right, so now we've got our little tags here. Let's bring in our handy dandy festive paper here, and let's get rid of all these extra pieces. Now I can grab some of this extra to make my tags with. So let's go ahead and, oh, let's see, I don't know. Maybe we'll grab, you know, I kind of like this ornament one here. So we'll take this ornament one, and let's see. We could hang it right from there, or we could put it on this one. This is kind of fun having it there. I do like that. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to glue this down real quick. We'll add some linen thread, or actually I've got some baker's twine that I plan on doing. So let's just grab out our baker's twine. And again, when you have this festive specialty paper pack, you can make so many different things. Now I want to make sure that that one is actually there. Okay, so my little ornament hangs off just a little bit. That's fine. Let's pop that out. Let's grab a sentiment here, and I think we'll just say for you. We'll just do a quick for you. And I'm going to do that in my Misty Moonlight. Oh, that's not Misty Moonlight. That's Pretty Peacock. Misty Moonlight. For you. All right, let's grab that little baker's twine I was referring to here. And I feel like I opened this before, but I must not have. So you can use baker's twine, you can use linen thread. You know, use what you have. And okay, here we go. You could actually use ribbon as well for this. You know, I kind of feel, yeah, we'll just use this. I was gonna say I kind of feel like using ribbon, but nah. All right, so I'm just going to take this, and you could tie a bow, you can tie a knot, you can tie a loop. I'm just going to actually do a little loop here so that I can attach it to a bow, I can hang it from something, I can just tape it to my gift. Does not matter. Okay, so there we go. We'll trim those ends down a little bit. But you get the idea. So keep playing with all the different things in your case there, and you can slide that right in here. You can put a little sentiment on the front, like maybe you want to just put something right there. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's see. Let's just do Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So we'll take our longer thing here, and we'll do it in red this time, because I feel like Merry Christmas should be in red. Okay, Merry Christmas. A lot of times what I like to do is I like to lay it out where I want it to stamp. Like, will it fit right here? So if I do Merry Christmas, just like that, and then I got a little @ sign, and I have to take my pen here to hold it down, and there, oh, it's stuck to my finger. There we go. And well, we're going to do Merry Christmas because I don't think a Happy New Year is going to fit on there, and I'm running short on time. So I'm just going to take this like that, get that lined up, pick it up with my block. We'll grab our red stamp pad. Actually, I'm grabbing a cherry cobbler because that's what I have handy. We'll put that right here. Merry Christmas. just like that. And we'll go ahead and add a little bow to it. So I'm just going to double up my baker's twine here and tie a nice little bow. Just going to be a small little one here. All right. Bend those two down. Just chop off all the ends. Take a glue dot. All right. Put my bow right on my glue dot. Pick it up. Put it right on my tag right there. We'll add some adhesive right to our tag here. Right there. And now we can tuck all the other tags in behind there. So again, I would decorate them with the rest of that kit. Put our pen inside, and there we go. Now someone has a way to keep track of their Christmas card list or their shopping list, and you can make a whole bunch more with this package, and you can even have leftovers to make some cards. So check it out. It's really a nice little specialty paper package, especially with all these little things done. All you need then is a stamp set, and you are kind of golden. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's craft fair farmers market project, our little note card case. Until next time, we'll see you all later.